This week on the LTU Sports Report, we get into all the fall sports action around campus and get to know some of our student athletes.
We have highlights from the men's soccer national tournament game, football is back for the final game of the reboot season, and hockey faces off in a 2-game weekend against Lindenwood Belleville.
Don't go anywhere because the LTU Sports Report starts right now.
LTU Sports Report is brought to you by Varsity Brands, elevating student experiences in sport, spirit, and achievement. The City of Southfield, the center of it all. Michigan First Credit Union. Sneth Camp Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, serving Metro Detroit since 1926. Hungry Howies Dough Raiser, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Stryker, discover your strengths and follow your passion with us.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the LTU Sports Report. I'm your host, Gabe O'Neill. Along with me is Kira Hay, and you are watching our final episode of this season. And it's been quite a ride, hasn't it, Kira?
It sure has. For the past 12 weeks, we have taken you inside of Lawrence Technological University and have taken a deep dive into LTU athletics. On this episode, we wrap up our fall season coverage, but I have to say, I think Mother Nature already beat us to the punch.
That's right. The snow is falling in the early weeks of November here in Southfield, and after a 3-week hiatus, the football team is back in action, looking to get some revenge against Indiana Wesleyan University. If you remember correctly, the Wildcats are one of only 2 teams to beat Lawrence Tech this season.
Yeah, and that was during homecoming, so the stakes are definitely high. Also, for the first time on the show, our men's basketball team will make an appearance. We have 2 game highlights from them and 1 from our women's basketball team.
That's right, but we have to give a huge congratulations to the men's soccer team who's competing in their first ever national tournament in program history, and they had quite an exciting week. Let's get to it.
The Lawrence Tech Blue Devils will travel to Rio Grande, Ohio to face the 4th-seeded Rio Grande Red Storm.
It's always exciting first time. You're just excited to see your name up there. It doesn't really matter who we're playing. But now we know we're playing Rio Grande. They're undefeated all season. We got nothing to lose. No one was expecting us to be there besides us. We're the only ones that trusted all the way. Now it's 1 game. Anything can happen. We are going to play our game, trying to win, and that's it.
Everything since we started back in 2011. How we were a club team, and then going through the meetings with President Walker when he was president, and meeting the NAIA and the players that we've had go through this. Just all those names, all the players that played here, all the coaches that we've had, all the support staff that we've had, just all of that's just running through my head right now. It's just an amazing experience, and I'm grateful they wouldn't be here without them.
It's the very first time in program history, so we're all very excited. We've all worked very hard to get up to here. Now we won the conference, going to the national championship, national tournament. That was our goal. Anything from now is extra. If we win it, it's more than welcome, of course, but we know that our goal was to make it to the national tournament. We did it. Now it's time to have fun and enjoy it.
Over 200 plus schools in the NAIA. We're one of 32 to officially make, the national tournament. Lots of emotions are going through me right now. This is going to be a great test to play against the best. This is what we want. We want to take that next step. We don't want to continue playing teams that are similar or lower than us or there. We want the top teams. And this is going to be a perfect opportunity, a great battle.
In their first ever NAIA National Tournament appearance, the unranked Blue Devils men's soccer team was on the road against the 4th-seeded University of Rio Grande Red Storm. Lawrence Tech coming into the game 14-6-1 and fresh off of the WAC championship win over Indiana Tech just last week. Rio Grande undefeated and showing why as they push the ball upfield. A cross pass that results in a goal, but it is waved off as the Rio Grande forward was offsides. After a scoreless first half, both teams were looking for a chance to take the lead. The Red Storm on the attack again. A pass into the box gets bounced around a few times before a shot is taken, but junior goalie Max Jewett is there for the save. A close call there for the Blue Devil defense. LTU doing everything they can to keep Rio Grande at bay, but we're getting worn down halfway through the second frame. Some good possession leads to scoring chance inside the box. A nice chip shot from the Red Storm offense would sail just over Jewett and into the back of the net. That goal would open the floodgates as LTU falls in the first round of the national tournament 4-0 to Rio Grande. An unfortunate close to the 2018 season, but congratulations to Coach Will Dyer and his team on the best season in program history.
We're the Blue Devil Dance Team, and the LTU Sports Report will be right back. Woo!
Southfield truly is the ideal place to live, work, and play.
Well, it's a very exciting time in the city of Southfield. Great neighborhoods, great city services, and Fortune 500 companies. Southfield has something for everyone.
Recognized as Michigan's premier business address, home to world-class educational institutions, voted one of the nation's most livable metro area suburbs.
Southfield is the center of it all.
You ready, Darius?
Let's do it. Anybody want an autograph?
Autograph? We're here for the stuffed crust pizza.
Stuffed crust pizza? Hey, who do you think you are? End of the line, pal.
Flavor fanatics love stuffing their faces with our stuffed flavored crust. Get one for only $2 more on any large original round pizza.
Hungry?
Howies!
FANUC America is the #1 supplier of robots, CNCs, and factory automation. Our certified automation training prepares students for high-tech careers in advanced manufacturing. Manufacturers use automation to maximize productivity. That's why high-paying careers in advanced automation are in demand today. Our CERT program provides manufacturers and educators a STEM-based curriculum centered on robotics and automation training. Contact FANUC to learn more about our certified automation training programs.
In their first appearance on the LTU Sports Report, the men's basketball team was set to start their conference play in Livonia against the Madonna University Crusaders. Early action, just minutes into the half, LTU was looking to stretch the 1-point lead. Sophomore Alec Ivanovic finds Jalen Bethel in the paint, and the freshman grinds it out and finishes with a nice reverse layup. He finished with 13 on the night, and the Blue Devils were up 5-2. Later in the opening frame, the boys were looking strong. Bethel with the ball, looking for an open teammate, and finds fellow rookie Carter Franz, who sinks one of his 2 triples to extend the lead. He ended the night with 12 points, and LTU was up 42-27 going into the locker room. We jump to late in the game. Blue Devils still on top, but not letting up in this one. Some good ball movement around the perimeter to senior Devontae Miles, who drives to dish to junior Dalen Blakely, and the California native would sink it from deep range. A late Crusader push would come up short as the LTU defense stood tall all night. A great way to open WAC competition with a big win over Madonna, 77-68. Ty Searles finished with a team-high 23 points as Miles led the assist and rebound column with 9 and 6.
Our mindset going to any game is the same. We want to get better. We talked about taking a step and taking the next step. And so with that, that's us continuing to defend and rebound and going on the road in conference play and trying to play well. Again, we don't worry about the left column or the right column. Obviously, you want to get the win, but our goal every time we go out there is to improve, and especially with a young group. And so they really responded. We're getting better week to week, and so hopefully we can take another step on Saturday.
We always feel confident in ourselves. We put in work to feel confidence and try to attack every game.
Coach just always talks about weathering the storm, and basketball is a game of runs, so of course any team is going to make a run. And he's just preaching staying together and just finishing the game and doing what we did to get to that point.
A really good improved UNOH team, so it's actually our home opener. We'll have to be better on Saturday than we were today. I mean, our mindset is continue to pound the pavement, continue to improve, and if we do that, I think we'll be okay.
In their second WAC game of the season, the men hosted the University of Northwestern Ohio Racers in their home opener, looking to improve to 2-0 early in conference play. The Racers, who lost their only conference game of the season, were fighting hard in this one. Nathan Lessing, who led his team in scoring with 23 points, takes it to the hole here and finishes. They take an early 7-2 lead and turn that into a 30-25 halftime lead. The Blue Devil defense picking things up in the second half now. On the steal is Franz, who pushes it in transition to Ivanovic. He finds Devontae Miles streaking to the basket, and he finishes the contested layup. He led the team with 24 points, and LTU now trailed 31-36. Late in the half now with the Blue Devils trailing by 5. The freshman Franz showing his worth, igniting the team with one of his several clutch threes. He finished with 15 on the night, and the boys would force overtime. In overtime, senior Ty Searles leading the team and taking matters into his own hands as he drives to the hole and draws the foul. Miles and Searles combined to hit 8 free throws in the extra frame, and that would seal the tight win. LTU improves to 2-0 in conference play for the first time in program history with the win over UNOH 81-76 in an overtime nail-biter.
Carter's very capable of scoring the ball, scoring in bunches, and not only did he do that, but he did it at a time we were in a drought. He scored timely baskets, so really proud of him. What we've really been harping with him on is his defense, and I think that was pretty consistent all night. So he was allowed to stay on the floor and ended up making some plays that he made late. So he's huge to what we do. He's only a freshman. He's going to continue to grow and get better, but as you guys see, he has no problem shooting it. So
he did like energetic burst. Coach just looked at me and said, "Oh, we just got to keep like grounded on the pavement, you know, like we all bought into this so much, so everyone knew that we just had, if we all did our jobs, we'd come back."
It definitely speaks to the maturity of our young group. A lot of people can look at the roster and say, oh, they have a lot of freshmen, they'll be soft, they'll be timid, but those guys there, like I said before, those guys are ready to learn and they're always ready to play whenever their name is called. My team, Pickens told us in the huddle, we do this. This is what we do. We've been doing it all year, all practice. We grind every day. And like he always says, our famous saying, pound the pavement. So we stuck with it.
Also at home, the women's basketball team welcomed Northwestern Ohio for a conference showdown for their first meeting of the season. Minutes left in the first quarter, the ladies were trailing by 1. 2 juniors connected here as Caitlin Smith dishes it to Danielle Hansen down low, and she finishes with the left. Hansen had a team-high 18 points and gave the Blue Devils the 9-8 lead after 1. Uno sharpshooter Rania Orpo sinks a three-pointer to give them a 1-point lead, but Lawrence Tech would push a 21-21 tie heading into the locker room. Third quarter action now. Senior Sherilyn Banyas takes the ball in, and on the design pick and roll with Nicole Buckingham, finds her spot, pulls up, and drains the long 2. LTU leads 38-35 going into the final quarter. Just 20 seconds left in the game. LTU up 1, 54-53. The Racer defense fouls freshman Kendall Fisher immediately off the inbounds play. Fisher would come in clutch, giving the Blue Devils some breathing room as she sinks both of her free throws. Uno came up short on their final shot attempt, and LTU would go on to win a close one, 56-53 the final. The Blue Devils improved to 5-1 in the WAC and 7-2 overall.
We did pretty good on defense, stopping them, but a lot of times we had good looks on offense. We were finishing. We didn't execute on their turnovers, so that was one thing. But I think we finished the game pretty strong. She trusts me with the team and to carry the team, finish the game strong. So I think that's a pretty good thing coming in as a freshman.
You want your point guards to have the ball in their hand as much as possible, right? And she's definitely one of those guys, and she proved it again today to make me want to get her the ball more. So I think we just, on the negative side, we have to get better physically by ripping rebounds and boxing out. Like, we talk about rebounding every single day, so we have to get better on that end. And the biggest positive I took away from today is we played hard, right? It was a tough game on offense and defense at times, but my kids played through and really showed a lot of resilience.
After a long 3-week break, the LTU football team is back in action for the final game of the reboot season here at Indiana Wesleyan University, looking for a little revenge from earlier this season against the Wildcats. We'll have highlights of this exciting game and much, much more coming up.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together, with our
customers,
we are driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
You've worked hard to raise your family and build a happy life for them. Don't let unforeseen circumstances jeopardize everything you've built. Planning for Your Future is a law firm that makes it easy and affordable to protect your family with estate planning, wills, trusts, deeds, power of attorney, minor and elder care. The experts at Planning for Your Future will meet with you, prepare your documents, and make sure you understand what each does. So contact Planning for Your Future today to set up your free phone consultation, because your future begins now.
Since the dawn of man, storytelling has been the most effective and engaging means of communication. Whether gathered around the warm glow of a fireplace or the family television set, a compelling story has always moved people to action. At Yellow Flag Productions, the Emmy-winning storytellers behind our television programs are now helping clients create content that emphasizes their people and passions. Let us tell your story and share it with the world.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for one medium pizza at participating locations.
Hungry Howies makes it easy. It's just a little mini pizza box, but we make lots of money, lots of dough.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
In the reboot season's finale, the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils traveled to Marion, Indiana, looking for redemption from their homecoming loss to Indiana Wesleyan back on October 13th. Trailing 17-zip in the first quarter with the Wildcats driving inside Blue Devil territory, linebacker Robbie Best times up the hit and snuffs the screen to force a punt. Showing some signs of life heading into the second on the first play of the quarter, Kolka fakes the handoff to Sabah, looks deep down the sideline and finds an open, streaking Kendall Williams. The Blue Devils couldn't have dreamt of a better way to open up the second. A 71-yard pitch and catch, now trailing 17-7. With favorable field position near midfield, Kolka and the LTU offense went back to work. Kolka rolls, throws, and finds one of his go-to targets, Cam Jamison, who gets down to the Indiana Wesleyan 2-yard line. That 40-yard pickup would set up Tyler Kolka's 4th rushing touchdown of the season from 2 yards out to make it 17-13, seconds before the half expired. LTU now trailing 37-13 after a big third quarter from Indiana Wesleyan and in need of points with a little over 12 minutes to play in the fourth. Tyler Kolka finds Jamison again, this time for 18 yards down to the Wildcat 3-yard line. That would set up Kolka's connection with Wyatt Hilliard for the Swoleback's first career touchdown, making it 37-19 Wildcats. Devontae Alford capped off a big day on the ground for Indiana Wesleyan with another rushing touchdown to give Indiana Wesleyan a 51-19 lead, and that would be the final in the last game of the Blue Devils reboot season.
We can take a lot of great things. You know, we're a great team. We have a lot of talent, and we just got to fix the little things. We're all young, so you know, see little things, little mistakes that, you know, we can be better at, and we know we can. So it's just changing that as the season progresses and as the seasons roll. You know, next year we're going to come back with more fire and be ready to go.
But our guys bounced back phenomenally from that. You know, a lot of teams would tank at that point, and we bounced back and brought it to 17-13 at half, and so I was really impressed with the way we bounced back from that.
I love my boys. You know, I make reads, so it's not really, you know, I favor one guy or another guy. It's, you know, what I'm taking what they're giving us. So you know, I trust every single one that's in there to make that play for me, and you know, it proves great. So love those guys.
Well, I thought our kids did a great job of keeping their heads throughout the game. I know we got 15 penalties, but there was a lot of chippy after the play stuff from them that kind of was getting under our skin, and I thought our kids did a good job of walking away from that stuff. So that's one. You know, we're going to use it to fuel ourselves, right? Finishing with this, it hurts and it stings, but it should motivate us for next year. So we're looking forward to using that in the weight room and in conditioning and in spring ball as a motivation to come back here next year and get the W.
Hi, I'm Sam Brace. I'm a left-handed pitcher for LTU baseball. My favorite athlete is Scooter Jeanette because his name is Scooter and he's the second baseman for the Cincinnati Reds. The ability to fly would be my superpower because, I don't know, flying seems kind of cool. My dream destination's Hawaii just because I enjoy exploring and I'm actually a scuba diver, so going out there would be really cool to dive. My celebrity crush is Kate Upton because she's hot.
When we come back, we have a double dose of hockey highlights for you guys as the Blue Devils take on Lindenwood Belleville University on back-to-back nights. Don't go anywhere.
It's tough to improve on an original, and Snethkamp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Lease the all-new 2019 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for only $69 a month for 24 months, or an all-wheel drive Dodge Journey GT, just $42 a month during the Black Friday sales event at Snethkamp on Telegraph in Redford.
Snethkamp, Metro Detroit's original. Snethkamp.
Are you stuck in your job? Getting frustrated playing the waiting game for the next opportunity to advance your career? Let Blue Chip Talent help. As an award-winning talent acquisition company, our specialty is matching candidates with careers in IT and engineering. At Blue Chip Talent, we take a laser-focused approach to reaching your career goals. We have access to jobs you won't find anywhere else to help advance your career faster and easier. Plus, we take care of you. Employees receive industry-leading benefits and competitive perks. Don't waste another minute worrying because we are ridiculously good at advancing careers.
Southfield truly is the ideal place to live, work, and play.
Well, it's a very exciting time in the city of Southfield. Great neighborhoods, great city services, and Fortune 500 companies. Southfield has something for everyone.
Recognized as Michigan's premier business address, home to world-class educational institutions, voted one of the nation's most livable metro area suburbs.
Southfield is the center of it all.
Let's get ready for this matchup between the Lynx and the Blue Devils. LTU coming into this game with a record of 4-6 overall. As I mentioned before, they're 1-3 at home, so trying to improve that here this weekend. Weidenbach again with the puck. He spins that one in front. Pressure there. Kept in Chomi. Now walking down, he scores! And a shot from an impossible angle there. Max Chomi over the glove hinge shoulder, and LTU has tied it up 1-1. The Lynx just backed up on the puck carrier. No pressure as Weidenbach now circling. Good pressure here by the Blue Devils. Finally getting some sustained zone time in the zone. As that one's Stawinski backdoor, and they score! Evan Weidenbach gets the tally and puts the Blue Devils up 2-1. Weidenbach pressuring, and Schwartz will come away with it. Chomi sends that one in deep, and Schwartz forechecking. That one just past the stick of Weiden. Weidenbach scores! Evan Weidenbach plays that one off nonchalantly. He has his second of the evening, and just right in the right place at the right time. And that's gonna do it here as the Blue Devils walk away with the 4-2 win on this doubleheader night. The NAIA team starts the weekend off with a bang.
You know, giving up a goal early, especially on the first shift, is never part of the game plan. We just told the boys to settle down and play our game. We knew if we got pucks deep and got at their D that we would get our chances, and you know, it led to some good things later on in the game.
Yeah, anytime you're out there with Stiles and Schwartz, you know, you're going to be a grind line looking for the bodies and trying to bring team energy. Got to give it a lot to them. I was just in the right place at the right time. Coach putting me with those guys is great because those are guys that like to go in the nitty-gritty areas and grind and get to out front of the net and get where the chances are at. I'm going to have a lot of success playing with those guys.
Hi folks, I'm Alex Johnson and we're here for some NAIHA Saturday Night Hockey. Mark Schwartz takes face off and wins it. And able to get it out was Nurkinen. Now Drake Gentili, the point leader for the Devils, with the chance here. And gets a goal. Fits fancy and lets the Lynxes know who's boss. Kept in by Fulmer. Fulmer getting a shot with the chance, and oh, that's a rebound goal again by Mark Schwartz. Blue Devils really making the rebounds count here with 2 rebound goals on the night. And with 15:06 left in the second period, the Blue Devils go up 3-1. Schwartz getting the chance here, 2-on-1 with Austin Fulmer. Takes a shot himself and goal! Mark Schwartz with the solo, making it 6-2 Blue Devils with 8:27 left in the third period. That being Mark Schwartz's 4th on the season. And Blue Devils win it 6-2 to sweep the weekend against the Lindenwood Belleville University team, moving to their record to 4-4 on the year and finally getting into the 500.
We did have a good game, a good 2-game series with Lindenwood. They're an outstanding team, a lot of good talent on it, and I was happy. We continued to press as the game went on and got stronger. So we're really happy with the win.
They're a really good opponent. Lindenwood played us tough last year both times, so we were just very quick today, and I think our forecheck really allowed us to score, I think, the last 4 goals. So I think our team's speed just really allowed us to get to the pucks first and just put the game away.
Well, our guys compete. That's one of the things that we do. We do it consistently, and when we get into the third period, that's a part of the game we enjoy. We train hard. They've been working hard since mid-August, so we're ready for the third period challenge, and the guys generally execute very well.
Showing some signs of life heading into the second. On the first play of the quarter, Kolka fakes the handoff to Sabah, looks deep down the sideline and finds an open, streaking Kendall Williams. The Blue Devils couldn't have dreamt of a better way to open up the second. A 71-yard pitch and catch.
Coming up this week in LTU Athletics. On Tuesday the 20th, men's basketball is at home to take on Siena Heights. Tip-off is at 8 p.m. Friday the 23rd, men's basketball travels to Kalamazoo College. Game is set for 5 p.m. Wrapping up a short week in LTU sports, men's basketball continues their road trip at Cincinnati Christian University. Game starts at 3 p.m.
And that is a wrap on our first season of the LTU Sports Report. We hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you.
That's right, and Season 2 will be back starting February 4th. Same time, same place. That's to be Mondays on Fox Sports Detroit at 4:30 p.m. And in the meantime, follow LTU Athletics on all of our social media platforms, and we'll keep you updated on the Blue Devils.
Until next time, I'm Gabe O'Neill.
And I'm Kiara Hay. Happy holidays, and go Blue Devils. LTU Sports Report is brought to you by Varsity Brands, elevating student experiences in sport, spirit, and achievement. The City of Southfield, the center of it all. Michigan First Credit Union. Sneth Camp Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, serving Metro Detroit since 1926. Hungry Howies Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Stryker. Discover your strengths and follow your passion with us.